Forex market situation update, second analysis. Today, guys, we got this special case study that I wanted to talk about. It's the pound versus the New Zealand dollar, presenting this fascinating situation that definitely deserves our attention, guys. So here it is. We've been watching the pound New Zealand dollar starting to trade sideways ever since middle 2020. We saw a big upside move following a downside move that went as far as the edge of that key level system. I'm talking about the black one. I'm going to address the blue one in a minute, but for now, just keep your eyes on this big black key level system with the bottom support 86.99. Managed to break that negative momentum price had here pretty much all across 2020. And then price started to turn back up, right? When it started to turn back up, it didn't do that smoothly. It wasn't a V-shaped kind of recovery. It was more a sideways movement. Basically, price was bottoming out, but it did that in this fashion. It did 1, 2, and then went for the third leg up, right? So we started to work with that movement. Basically, we added a second key level system that was supposed to represent the short-term cycle. If you think about it, the big black key level system represents the medium-term cycle, right? Which is all this move, all this formation. Where the blue one represents the short-term cycle, which is what I just presented. This very local kind of price action. That started roughly around the beginning of 2021, late 2020, let's say. Anyway, here's where it becomes fascinating here, because when we apply that second key level system, we started to notice that the top resistance on that blue system falls exactly on the mid-low key level of the black system. Take a look. This is what you call almost perfect alignment. But that's just the beginning of the story. What's now really important to understand is the way price had been approaching that area. We're talking about that level again, 92. It's 192.97, right? These two levels there. And here's what happened. First, price was trying to penetrate, but it failed. It tried a second time the following week and failed again. But then a couple of weeks ago, it was successful, right? Take a look at the close here, 93.07. I mean, it's a very tiny margin. It's 10 pip, but I think it's decisive enough. It doesn't leave room for doubt. I think price was successful crossing over. And if that was not enough, then of course came last week, the following week, which was last week, that solidified that breakup, right? Completely solidified that breakout. So, but we were still a little bit suspicious because you know, if we want to confirm confirm this without a shred of a doubt, we have to turn to the monthly closing bar, right? But the month is you know, the end of the month is still quite far away, and we didn't want to wait till the end of the month for that. So we started to look for other clues that might help us to build up our bullish conviction here. We definitely have that bullish conviction. It's just not as strong as we would like it to be. But look, guys, something's interesting happening this week again. I think this is going to be enough for us to do something about it, to take action. If it's going to end up like it looks right now, take a look. Price was on the downside this week. And you see what's happening right now? It's starting to pull back up. So not only that we had a struggle at the beginning to cross over that level, then we had success, right? Price had success breaking, crossing over for a couple of weeks, which was, you might argue that that's enough on its own. But then comes this week, trying to penetrate, right? Trying to cross back below, but bouncing back up. It's being rejected by that area. We can see that clear as day. It's happening right now as we speak. And let me tell you something else. if the week's gonna end up, right, we have like 2-3 days to go to the end of the week, right, to get that official, you know, closing bar. If it's gonna look like something like this, then I believe that's gonna be enough for us to form a strong bullish conviction. And of course, we're gonna back it up with a long-term type of bullish position where we're gonna be aiming at 99.66, which is just where the next major resistance is. All right, so get ready for a long-term type of position on the pound New Zealand dollar. We're going to wait till the end of the week just to confirm that breakout, and then it's party time. All right, guys, that's about that for this one. That's about that for today, Forex Market. It's been a pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care.